Today's video is all about those summer fashion trends that are over. Hi, I'm Leonie and welcome back to my channel. I love making these videos. I think my favourite part is the fact that they are generally quite contentious, and I really enjoy seeing the debate that happens in the comments of these videos. But there are a number of summer trends that I have seen that are really not just waning, but they are really on the out. So I thought today I would focus on those trends that are really not front and center any longer and what we'll be wearing and focusing on instead. I'd also like to say a small portion of today's episode is sponsored by Skillshare, and I will tell you a little bit more about why I'm such a fan shortly. But for now, let's take a look at these trends that have seen better days. Now, it's hard to believe that this particular trend is on my list, but cardigans have actually been replaced by shrugs and what I'm sort of calling micro knits. Now, I've been a huge fan of little cardigans for so long because quite often in the summer weather you just need a little bit of something extra to sort of throw over your shoulders or just to give you a little bit of warmth or cover up your upper arms. But cardigans have always been my go-to for that very reason, but what I am seeing this season is they are being replaced by these micro small knits that are basically just little arm cover shrugs. Now, I love these pieces. They make a statement on their own. They are perfect for covering up your upper arms. They give you a little bit of added warmth when you need it, and they're just a little bit of a modern take on a classic cardigan. Next up on the list, and it actually pains me to say this, but crossbody bags are out. Now, of course, that doesn't mean you have to stop wearing them. I certainly won't stop wearing my crossbody bags because I love that sort of hands-free element. But in their place is a sort of a 90s inspired shoulder bag. A lot of these bags are quite colourful and fun and quite small as well. So instead of that sort of hands-free crossbody look, we are seeing these cute and colourful little shoulder bags, which again, we know that one of the big fashion trends for summer is colour. So if you'd like to add a little pop of colour to an outfit, one of these shoulder bags is the perfect way to do it. And at this point, I'd just like to say a really big thank you to the team at Skillshare for sponsoring this portion of today's episode. There's no better time than now to learn a new skill or build a new habit, and Skillshare makes that so easy. Skillshare is an online learning community filled with thousands of inspiring classes, everything from photography to graphic design to business, you name it. If there's something that you would like to learn, then you can be guaranteed that Skillshare has a class. At the moment, I'm taking a class called Design Habits That Last, Self-Compassionate Habit Building by Michelle B. Now, this class is all about the 3 essential ingredients to habit building, and these things are things we tend to put aside, and building good habits, in my opinion, is the secret to success. So this class has been really helpful. I do have a couple of lessons left, but I'm really loving it. One of the great things about Skillshare is that if you're not vibing with the course that you've started or the instructor kind of isn't doing it for you, then you can change courses without any extra cost. It's super easy. There are also no ads in any of the courses, so there are no distractions. And the great thing about it too is that you can learn at your own pace. They're also launching new classes, so I'm sure you'll find something new to love each month. If you'd like to try Skillshare, then the first 1,000 people to use the link below or my code, The Style Insider, will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So make sure you check out Skillshare below and take advantage of that really cool offer. Next up, slip dresses are really hot for summer. They tend to always be on trend for summer, and it makes a lot of sense. But what we are seeing this summer is maxi slip dresses. So last summer, midi slip dresses were everywhere. And as I said, a slip dress in my mind is an absolute classic. So if you currently own midi slip dresses, which is basically just below your knee, don't get rid of them, just maybe sort of hold them aside this season and try dipping your toe in the trend of a maxi slip dress. I recently bought one. I'll flick up a picture of what I bought on the screen here. It is a dish maxi dress. It's got some contrasting detail at the top, which just adds a little bit of interest. I love these dresses because they are trans-seasonal. You can easily wear them all the way through to winter, and just you simply will add knits, and that's how I'll be wearing my Maxi slip dress. But hold on to those midi slip dresses, but if you really want an on-trend look for summer, then opt for a Maxi slip. And another trend that's gaining momentum and is set to be the look for summer, and that is cargo pants. And what they tend to be replacing is coloured jeans. Now, I don't class white jeans as coloured jeans, but what I'm talking about is bright orange, red, hot pink, blue. We really saw a resurgence of coloured jeans last summer, and it seems as though they are being moved aside this summer, and what is replacing them is a good old cargo pant. Now, I'm here for it. They are built for comfort, they look super cool, and they also tend to be replacing the classic legging for that sort of athleisure street style look. So last summer, where we may have gone to the supermarket wearing some leggings, this season we'll be wearing cargo pants instead. And as I said, I think it's really comfy, cool, casual, and the cargos can be easily dressed up or worn back really casually, and for that reason they are versatile and I am here for them. The next trend that is out for summer, and I am thrilled about this, is stilettos. So that sort of stiletto heel is being replaced by a wedge. Now, if you've ever worn wedges before, you'll know that they are the ultimate in comfort. So if you're looking for a shoe with a little bit of height, but without sacrificing your comfort, then a wedge is definitely the way to go. I just the other day went to a wedding and wore some stiletto boots that are actually quite comfortable. But the wedding that I went to, I was standing on grass for a couple of hours, and if you try standing on grass in stilettos, essentially I was just on the balls of my feet for a couple of hours, and my feet ended up so sore. I had decided that that is it. I am done with stilettos. I'm actually thinking that I might try trainers or loafers or any type of flat other than stilettos. And speaking of loafers, they are really in for summer as well. So instead of crucifying your feet with stiletto heels, maybe opt for a wedge, or if you really like some comfort, loafers. Last summer, the short for the season was the sweater style short. Now that kind of makes sense because we'd been in lockdown and been living in sweats, so when summer rolled around, we kind of opted for a summer version of our classic sweatpants, and that was a sweater type short. Now they have been phased out, and replacing them is what I'm calling like a windbreaker style pant, which is a very fine fabric, a full length pant, but they are sort of billowy and they look almost like a parachute pant of old, but they're not quite so overblown and oversized. I love the versatility of these pants, but like with any of the trends that I'm talking about today, if you love sweater shorts, then wear them. This is my observation of what I am seeing when it comes to trends and what's new and what's replacing some of the old. But if you love something, continue wearing it. Now, bucket hats seem to be phasing out a little bit. Now, I talked about bucket hats in a recent video and said that I really love them. I do, and I think they're practical and sensible, but what seems to be replacing them in terms of a fashion sense is a bandana. Now, of course, you're not going to get the same benefits with wearing a bandana. You will get that cool factor, and they are perfect for a bad hair day, and they just can add a little bit of color and interest to an outfit. Obviously, you won't get that protection from the sun as you will with a bucket hat, but I'm definitely seeing bucket hats being moved and replaced, or moved out and replaced for bandanas. And of course, if you want to be sun smart, you're still going to need to wear a hat, but in fashion circles, bandanas seem to be where it's at. Now, there's been a lot of talk on my channel lately about jeans and what's in fashion in terms of denim jeans, but what I am seeing overall is that just your classic jeans are being replaced by a simple cargo pant. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't still wear and love the jeans that you own, and I did say in a recent video, the most on-trend jeans for you are the ones that you personally love and feel the best in, regardless of what's happening in terms of cut and style. So at the moment, the top jean denim trends are anything that's high-waisted, wide-legged, anything with a slight flare, but that of course isn't going to suit everyone. So again, the jeans that are best for you are the jeans that are on trend for you. But overall speaking, what tends to be happening at the moment is jeans are being replaced for cargo pants. Now, I've always been a huge fan of cargo pants, and as I said earlier, they are great because they look brilliant just worn casually on the street with some trainers, but they can also be dressed up as well, so it makes them the ultimate in versatile pants. So if you would like a little bit of a change from your favorite pair of jeans, then maybe think about investing in a good pair of classic cargo pants. Last summer we saw a lot of patchwork and almost sort of a cottage feel, a crafty feel to a lot of the pieces, and dresses had patchwork style embellishments. Now that is actually gone. That whole sort of homespun look is gone, and it's been replaced with, I called it in a recent video, netting, but if I'm really looking at it carefully, it's more of a knitted style trend. So polo style tops in a knitted fabric, knitted style dresses. So you still have that little bit of kind of homespun feel, but in a far more refined, elegant way. So that real sort of patchworky, home style dressing has been replaced for a more chic and sophisticated knit. What I'm also seeing for summer is standard leggings being replaced by leggings with ruching detail. Now I'm sure you've seen this online, but the ruching detail really adds another dimension to leggings. It also gives you a little bit more shape and contours your body in all the right places. So they are really flattering, and as I said, they just give a little extra dimension to an otherwise just straight classic leggings. So if you want to swap out and give your athleisure sort of street style leggings a little bit of an update, then definitely take a look at some of these ruched options. They're definitely really flattering. Anyway, that's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, I'd love you to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more, and I'll see you real soon. Bye for now.